Oh, yeah.
Girl. Well, happy Monday Live. We are with Bart Ryan. Happy Blues Monday.
Hi, thank you. Hey, you heard about love, you inside to the fly. My baby love calls the sun shine down now, sweet little baby. She my pride and joy, my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. Hey, love my baby, long and lean. Down with her, you'll see a man get me, sweet little baby. She my pride and joy. She my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. Look out now. Hey, love my baby, she long and lean. Down with her, you'll see a man get me, sweet little baby. She my pride and joy. She my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. Could get 25 cents worth.
Oh, well, I tell you, this is something I don't get a chance to do nearly often enough, is have you over and just jam. And, you know, this is going to be just a winging it Monday, I tell you.
Fearlessness is on the menu.
That's right. Fearless man. Speaking of fearless, Brian, are you around?
I am.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna
try something. So
Okay.
the reason is last week we started taking a vote for what's going to be the next single. So we have "Sailing Dream" on the as the first single,
Yeah.
and I think so far Tides is running second, the second single. But there's another one that just had a really cool story behind it called Captain Noah, and I've got the great Mark Kibble from Take Six singing this. And I've never tried to do it myself because Phil Keggy and I did it together, and he's such a good blues player and just so inventive in what he does. And then had Mark Kibble sing it, and so
It's a lot to cover 3 people with 1 person.
yeah, and it's not something I often do, but I thought, well, you're here, you could just blues it up, can't you?
Greasy
And
it up.
just pretend that
Grease
you're
it up for you a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, pretend that you're a pirate here. And what do you think? Should we play it first and then tell the story after?
Yeah. Okay. We'll play it.
Anyway. The lyrics really happened. This is all a true story where Brian and I tried to take over a schooner. Do you remember that, Brian? Yeah, from 1871. He's going to play drums for us on the harpalele, in the harpalele case. Yeah. All right. So this is our crazy jamming on this tune that we have no business at all playing.
I
Yes.
certainly don't.
I think a little bit.
Little bit.
So this is Captain Noah, and then we'll tell the story afterwards. Okay.
Can't say.
1, 2, 3.
Well, who's your captain? Yeah. Let me come aboard your ship. It takes a crew to hoist that rig. Those big kegs may be one little jigger of rum. come aboard your ship. We were minding ourselves all day, threw down an anchor when done. When that flaw rolled well away, hey, you know, well, there's a schooner from 1871. I said, pack up the dinghy, grab that horse, see if we can board that ship.
That's right. Come on.
We're coming aboard, just us two. Looks like you're gonna have a little more crew. Knife in my teeth, guitar on my back. We climbed the rigging just like that. Hey, Captain Noah, we're taking over your ship. Now look out now. It's been 150 some years she's been sailing these seas. Captain Gill, Captain Sharp at the wheel, and now I'm asking you please. Hey, Captain Noah,
You can
take
take the day
it off of your ship.
Let's
Get on down to this Windjammer, a yaw vessel with a tumble home. A proud spirit
on this
old schooner. Oh, she should be taking us along. Hey, Captain
Noah, let us
come aboard your ship. Go to West Africa. In those big kegs you have one little finger of rum. Hey, Captain Noah, let us come aboard. We're singing 2 by 2. How cool it is aboard your ship. Jimi Hendrix works.
Oh, that wasn't half bad.
That wasn't half.
Oh.
That wasn't even a quarter bad.
That's right. That was fun, man.
All right, so but just so we're clear, if it looked like we were, playing soccer with one leg tied behind our back, Muriel sent me this a few days ago, and I listened to it. And she said, "Let's play along," and I was like, "This is a great song. We can do this." And I kind of got the guitar under my fingers and said, "We'll do it." And then she called me this afternoon and said, "Hey, can you sing it?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Sure."
Yeah, we ran through it once or twice. Yeah, and I hadn't learned it myself, since Phil and I wrote it, because I didn't have someone to play it with, And so how about
remedy that now.
So I know. So that's way fun. So the story is, Brian just slipped into the kitchen to cook us dinner. How about that?
Thank God.
But we were anchored there, and it was one of those foggy days because there was a storm coming in, so we were trying to find a place in between islands. We ended up anchoring right near a schooner from 1871, the Stephen Tabor, the one of the most famous schooners of all time. Mm-hmm. And so I said to Brian, "Hey, let's pretend we're pirates and row over and see if we can board the ship." And so, and it was a patched up old dinghy. It had patches and parts tied on.
Where
and we
were
rowed
you?
over. This was in Maine.
Okay.
So Penobscot Bay. And that's where the Stephen Tabor takes sail and takes tourists around sometimes.
That's
And so we rowed over there, and yelled out, "Who is your captain? We're taking over the ship." And to our surprise, who came over to the side? The man said, "I'm Captain Noah, and I need a day off, so come on board."
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
we climbed up the
That's
rigging,
terrific.
and then when we got on board, he was showing us around. There was these big kegs, and we were hoping that we would get some rum, but they just had water in them. Yeah, so yeah,
A little bit of a letdown there.
but that was a letdown. But what wasn't a letdown is I had my guitar on my back as a weapon, and and so I took it out, and it turns out he's a blues player. He took out his guitar and his harmonica, and we ended up jamming until the sun dipped down.
That is so cool.
And so that's why I wanted to write a blues, and so I said, I don't know how to write a blues, and I didn't want it a straight blues. I wanted something really bluesy but different, and so so Phil and I. Phil helped me out to, blues up my.
Oh, this is terrific. I mean, it's got a real, it's got a little bit of a greasy thing, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very cool.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, it wasn't meant to be a vocal, but after we finished recording it, and it was just before the birth of Phil's grandson, who was named Noah, incidentally. It was, that's when we had recorded it, and I was thinking about the story, and just these lyrics just popped into my mind. And then I called up Mark Kibble and said, "Hey, do you want to sing it?" So he
Perfect.
Turned it into a song. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that got constructed in that crazy way. Well, we've got a lot of people popping in greetings. All the usual suspects are there,
Oh my
and
God.
a few more. Yeah.
And there's our good comrade, Chicago Mike Beck.
Oh, Chicago Mike Beck is there. That is how we met. Okay. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah. So I'll for those of you that don't know Chicago Mike Beck, which is most of the world, Chicago Mike is he's a character and a half, man. And I ended up playing through Europe with him a lot, and he managed to get this amazing musician.
Well, we met at the Tommy Emmanuel camp. Yep.
Oh, that's right. That's where you met.
That's where I met Mike.
Mike, right?
Yeah. So.
You were teaching at the Tommy Emmanuel camp, and Mike met you there and thought you were great, and ended up getting you out to Paris for the Echo Film Festival, right?
Yep.
And Mike brought me out for that as well. We had met earlier, and then you and I got to meet.
Yeah, so we met in Paris, but we both live in Nashville. How do you
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. That's pretty weird,
Yeah.
but it was a lot of fun being out there in Paris, and that was really the first time I'd ever heard you. I had never heard you play it. It was terrific. Wow.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
What do you want to do?
Oh, let's do one of your tunes.
Which one?
Something. Well, I'm in D tuning right now, or D or D minor.
Oh, let's do. Oh, you want to do Nobody?
Nobody. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna play some more old traditional blues and some bluesier stuff later, but let's try this one. We're gonna bring. So it is a song called Nobody, and I wrote this years ago. I was in a pretty rough place, but there were just a few people around me that were in my life, and they were there for me when I was feeling pretty in a tough situation. And I went, there's always there's always somebody there for you. There's always somebody there for you. So anyway, let me play this for you here. Let me turn this up.
Let's see. How is the sound coming out? I know we had some internet issues before, so let us know if our internet is dropping out. But I think it's okay. I think it's going steady.
I think it's okay.
Okay.
See the woman with her hands to her ears. They didn't say it'd break my heart when they sent me here. See the man afraid to let go. The things I've done are not my fault. I swear I didn't know. the nobody. I said nobody. Nobody walks this world all alone. See the girl wanna fall to her knees. You know she got no hope, yeah, 'cause she doesn't see nobody. I said nobody. Nobody walks this world all alone. Nobody. Lord, I said nobody. Yeah, yeah. Walks this world, walks it all alone. How long will you be fooled? How long can you believe? A heart is made of stone when you wear it on your sleeve. For every tear a kiss, and for every pain a cure, and all will be revealed as soon as we are sure. Nobody. I said nobody. Nobody walks this world all alone. Nobody. Lord, I said nobody. Yeah. Walks this world, walks it all alone.
Wow, that's a great song.
Thank
you know, it's just it has this truth to it. It's this underlying truth. You say, oh yeah, that's right, and it just says it in such a great way.
Thank you.
You know, and it's different from other songs.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
really
appreciate
like it. I really
Thank you. That's one that means a lot to me because it kind of blah blah blah. You know.
Yeah. Well,
You know.
you do. I mean, you've got a blues soul, but you do a lot of different types of music. You know. And,
You know, I've always thought of myself as having a root in soul and blues.
yeah.
But the last couple albums I did were really stretching out. You can hear the blues, kind of the blues styled guitar playing and the pieces of it on the songs and stuff. But you know, trying to stretch out and not just be doing. And I love that. I can play that stuff every night for 100 years. I love playing that stuff. But you know, you want to stretch as an artist and do other stuff. And you know, songwriting has gotten really important to me to be able to write a good song.
Yeah. Doesn't it feel good when you capture something?
Yeah.
You know, as a songwriter, it's.
And that's such a great phrase, when you capture it. You know, I've read a lot and studied a lot from a lot of really great songwriters, and a lot of them don't talk about writing a song. They talk about finding it.
Yeah.
They talk
the song's out there already. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of corralling it in.
Yeah, they just open their ears, like listening to guys like Tom Petty or Paul Simon, and they just go, you know, sometimes you just got to listen, and the song will find you. You know, it's already out there.
Right.
Tom Waits was one of my greatest, you know, my favorite songwriters. There are stories about him, like running around in the yard, like, hurry up already, where is it? You know, like, bring the song, you know, screaming at the sky, you know, just like a madman.
Well, I would love to channel the lady that wrote Sailing Dreams. That one that came in a dream, outside of a couple of words that I changed.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And I was keeping it the same melody, and I ended up changing a couple of the melody notes over time, but it's pretty much all there, all the parts, everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the lady I'd like to. I should call her again in the same way.
Well, we're all chasing our heroes.
Yeah.
We're all trying to. One of my favorite things I never forgot when I was in music school a long time ago, and one of my professors said, when we listen to music, it's magic. We don't understand it. It moves us. It's like watching a magician. And we're going to pull back the curtain and we're going to show you how it works. It won't be magic anymore. But here's the trade-off. You're going to get to make magic for other people. And I've never forgotten that.
Wow.
What a profound thing that guy said. So, yeah, we're always chasing that and trying to find out how to capture that emotion and then go, here.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it comes like that. Sometimes it takes a lot of molding over time.
Oh, God.
Just writing and rewriting until it comes together. Yeah.
I've had some of the best stuff I've done I cranked out literally in a day. And then other stuff, I've got a handful of songs, it took years before they got onto an album. They just weren't right. They weren't right. I couldn't figure it out. And then pieces fell in place, I don't know.
Well, do you do some tunes on that and some tunes on the Resonator? And how?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you want me to grab the Resonator?
Yeah, grab
Cool.
that. That's a cool
right.
guitar. You brought two instruments here with you, yeah.
So, I'm just going to describe this a little bit, what this thing is. I'm sure a lot of the people out there who know music know what this is, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Yeah, when I do a live show, I'll play a bunch of stuff on this, but I always pick this up and play a few songs. It's just such a cool instrument. It has such a story behind it. So where these guitars came from, these are called Resonators. You guys, a lot of you have seen these. You've heard of these guitars or seen them. Any guitar that has a circular metallic pan in it like this is called a resonator. This is a resonator or a resonation pan. And if the guitar is wood or metal, it doesn't matter. If it's got one of these, it's a resonator. This one is metal, and these metal ones tended to be a little more common for blues, and the wood ones were a little more common for country, but it's not, it goes back and forth, it doesn't really matter. But I got into these because I love blues and I love slide playing. So,
Yeah, that's that sound.
It's just,
slide,
yeah.
Isn't it?
It's just got that sound, and I was telling Brian earlier, like when I go play a show, I'll just put this guitar on the stage, just this big silver guitar, and let it sit there, and I won't say anything, and people are just like, oh, look, what's this? You gonna play that one? And I'll pick it up and play slide.
I do that sometimes with the harp guitar. I have it sitting there.
Yeah, and you wait.
Jack Pearson gave me a slide, so I am a slide owner, but I've never actually put it on my finger. And
You've never played slide guitar?
I never played slide.
You're a world-class guitar. You never played slide guitar in your life?
No, I'm a slide owner, though. I own one.
Oh, my God.
Jack gave me one, so...
All right, we'll work on some slide playing sometime.
Oh, okay.
You'll pick it up in 2 minutes. Well, yeah, you roll your eyes like it's tough. Let me tell you, I was here the other day, and Muriel let me pick up her harp guitar, and I may as well have just had a pair of mittens on. It just felt like the most. That is a crazy instrument to be able to pull all that stuff off. All right, what do you want to do? Enough yapping. Let's play some slide.
Yeah, your choice. Do you want to lay something down or?
Lay it. Yeah. Let me. So here's a song I wrote called "Lay It Down," which I sort of pulled from. Which I sort of. It's on an older album of mine, and then we'll play some more traditional old blues.
Okay.
But gotta get. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Oh, it's shaking the camera.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
I'm thumping the ground, which I usually do when I play. I usually stomp the ground, but it's going to make the camera shake, so I'll try to be good. I said, lay be your buddy by the side of the road. Stress and strain with such a heavy load, you got to lay it down. Hey, bring your trouble to the willow tree. Open your arm and set it free. You got to lay it down. Walk with me, children. You got to lay it down. Lay it down. Come on and lay it down. I said, bring your problem to the treatment pool. Take a drink where it's clear and cool. You got to lay it down. Well, I will eat your sadness, baby. Drink your pain. Don't you ever let it come again. I said, yeah. Lay it down. Walk with me, children. You got to lay it down. Lay it down. Come on and lay it down. Take me to an E chord. A, G. Said I will eat your sadness, baby. Drink your pain. Don't you ever let it come again. I said, yeah. Lay it down. Hey, take your trouble, yeah, your mistrust. Buried deep now under the dust. I said, yeah. Lay it down. Walk with me, children. You got to lay it down. Lay it down. Lay it down. Come on and lay it down. Look out. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if my sub bass has helped you at all. Or...
I can hear. I think it sounds great. I hope it's translating and getting out there.
That's a cool song. That sounds. You wrote that one. That one sounds like that. Grew up along with the Rushes. Out there. It sounds like a traditional,
like an old
something.
blues song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. I grew up in L.A. All of my friends were listening. I had a lot of musicians that were friends of mine, but they were listening to U2 and the Police and the Beatles and the Stones and all this song. And I got into all that 60s and 70s music, and I started hearing these guitar players. I just started hearing Beck and Clapton and Jimmy Page and all these guys, and David Gilmour, who was a huge influence on me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I just was drawn to that. I was like, where'd these guys get it? And I just started going down the rabbit hole of all this old blues stuff, and I really liked it.
Yeah. So. Of course, I, on the other hand, was listening to Bulgarian women's choirs.
Right.
And Turkish military music and
wow.
And Addison Crowfoot and Doc Watson and all sorts of different things. Yeah.
Doc Watson is the crossover.
That's where
it can all meet. I used to listen to Doc Watson when I was like, wow, he's really good. Holy moly.
That was my big inspiration there.
Oh, really? Yeah, no. I remember the first time I heard Doc Watson. I was like, is that one guitar? Is that legal? Oh my God.
Well, I can smell dinner is imminent here, but let's take some quick hellos, and then we'll finish off with one tune. And and we can find your albums where?
Oh, so you can find me at bartryan.com, BartRyan. My albums they're kind of everywhere. You can find them on, excuse me, you can find, I mean, if you put Bart Ryan albums in, they're distributed. So you can find them on Amazon, you can find them on iTunes, you can find them on Spotify. But you might want to get one of the last two albums. 3 years ago, I put out an album called Starlight and Tall Tales, which is all electric. And then I put out one last year called Messenger, which has full bass and drums, but all the instruments over the top are all acoustic. And go check those out.
Yeah. Well, we'll go back later and say all of our greetings via text. I think that would be a more efficient way. As we got a lot of people coming in and giving general hellos. If you have one last thing to say, go ahead and pop it in now. And otherwise, we'll finish off a traditional one, maybe.
Yeah. Do you want to do that one in E?
Yeah, we actually rehearsed one.
No. Yeah, real brave.
Well, not really rehearsed it. We went through about half of it.
Talked it over. Yeah. Now, what we call a Nashville rehearsal. What key's it in? Okay, we're ready.
All right, good.
I'm going to start with that intro, and we'll come in E. Here we go.
Okay.
Turn that thing up. I get up in the morning, I believe I lost my broom. Get up in the morning, I believe I lost my broom. Got no time to hang around in my gloom. I don't want me a woman, she won't. Every uptown man she sees. Don't want a woman, she won't. Every uptown man she sees. Hey, I want a woman waiting at home for me. Hey, get up in the morning, I believe I lost my broom. I got no time to hang around in my gloom. I'm gonna break it down. Oh, baby. Gonna write me a letter on telephone every town I know. I write a letter on telephone every town I know. If she ain't in West Memphis, I bet she up in Chicago. She probably always done that Michael Becker. Get up in the morning, I believe I dust my broom. Get up in the morning, I'll be late. I dust my broom. I got no time hanging around in my gloom. Take me to the 5 corner. I got no time hanging around in my gloom. Me again. I got no time hanging around in my gloom. You're a badass. That was great. That was great.
Oh, I completely forgot to use my super trolls. The super troll.
Wow. That was,
Well, I think we got to do more of this.
listen, thank you so much for having me. This was just so much fun.
Yeah,
So.
go ahead. Everyone take your guitars out and rewind a little bit and play along with us.
Yeah. It's only
Okay.
just three chords and
Yeah.
most of it's 3 chords.
Yeah. Going to be more fun. All right. Well, we'll see you next Monday. And, and check out BartRyan.com. And, yeah.
Awesome.
We'll see you hopefully very soon.
I hope, anytime. This was really a blast. Thank you.
Thank you.
See y'all later.
See ya.